Tonight, the I-Team with a warning. For the first time, the U.S. Census will be offered online. It promises to be a more convenient way for many households to participate in this critical count.
Also, they'll create some big opportunities for scammers. Consumer investigator Jason Knowles here now to help sort out what is legitimate and why it's important to stay vigilant.
Alan Cheryl, the 2020 census is coming soon. While it's extremely important that everyone participate, there are new concerns about sharing too much information. Consumer advocates say the census could face big challenges in 2020, fighting scams and myths.
Scammers posing as government workers. It has been the trend for years. Census officials now acknowledging it will be tempting for criminals to pose as workers with the 2020 census. Groups like the AARP are helping separate fact from fiction to make sure everyone participates and understands what official census takers will and won't ask.
They're not asking for your phone number. They're not asking for your bank account. They're not asking for a social security number. All they're asking for is to tell us who's living in your house, how many people, what are their ages.
So what should you look out for? Census phishing email scams, phony phone calls where scammers may be using technology to make it look like they're calling from the government. Criminals may even knock on your door. They may be looking for social security numbers, banking information, or credit card information. They may even ask for your mother's maiden name. But remember, real census workers will never ask for any of this, nor will they ask for money to raise for a political party. If this happens, shut the door and call authorities.
If you've received a census mailing, check the return address to make sure it's from Jeffersonville, Indiana. Verify calls to your home by calling the Census's National Processing Center.
Every address in the country will receive an invitation to complete a simple questionnaire.
Between March 12th and 20th, a mailing will be sent to you offering 3 choices. Fill out the census online, by phone, or a paper census packet. If you don't respond, a census taker will come to your door.
You haven't responded to the census, please do. Here's the form you need to fill out. Here's my identification.
Check the official ID of anyone who says they're from the Census Bureau. You can also call the regional census office to double check. If you let scams scare you away from the census, Illinoisans have a lot to lose, including representation in Congress and important federal funds.
For every 1% of Illinoisans not counted, the state will lose $120 million in federal investments.
That's funding for Medicaid, affordable housing, mass transit, schools, and parks. Another thing to be aware of, myths that census information could be used against you.
The biggest census myth I want to bust is really helping people to understand that the information by law must be kept private, must be kept confidential, and that their information cannot be shared with any other branch of government.
The Latino Policy Forum is getting the word out about the importance of accurate representation.
We need the information from the census to ensure that we get those numbers to draw those maps fairly.
And they are reinforcing that there is no citizenship question on the 2020 census.
The courts have ruled that that question is illegal, and so people don't have to worry about that.
And that's a message the Latino Forum wants to be crystal clear about, because the Latino population is seeing significant growth in Illinois. So that count will affect funding and congressional representation for everyone in the entire state. For more information on scams and myths, you can go to our website. Remember, these census workers, if they do come to your door, they'll never ask for money and never ask for gift cards.
So important to know. All right.
Always show an ID as well. But
yeah,
be
check that
diligent
ID.
too.
Jason,
All right.
thank you.